Hello students, welcome to medchalbuddy.com. I am K. Vani, SA Physical Science, working at ZPHS Srirangavaram, Medchal. Students, today I am going to discuss with you 8th class Physical Science, Chapter 7, Coal and Petroleum. Students, we use different articles or materials in our houses for various purposes. Now here we'll try to work out the articles which are used 30 to 40 years ago in place of the articles which we are using today. Articles are the activities. Articles used 30 to 40 years ago. Articles are the materials used today. First, we will speak about container for storing pickle. 30 to 40 years ago, the people are used clay jars for storing pickle. Nowadays, we are using plastic containers. Fuels used to cook food. Mostly 30 to 40 years ago, people use coal and wood, even kerosene for cooking food. Nowadays, we are using LPG cylinders and even electricity also. Jewelry. You all have seen that your grandparents wear gold and silver jewelry. And even today also we are using gold and silver jewelry. Fuel used in trains. Students, in earlier days, trains are run by using coal in steam engines. And nowadays, trains are run by using electricity. Students, here, by observing this, you find that some materials such as wood and gold that are used today were also used even 30 to 40 years or 100 years, even 1000 years ago. But others like plastics are of recent origin. That means recently these are invented. The progress in science and technology gives us new products every day. The branch of science which deals with materials to give new products is called material science. Sources of materials. Many materials that we use for different purposes today come from various sources present in nature. That means some are from soil, some are from water, even from petrol, like that. Now we'll discuss some of the materials, how they obtain. Glass. Glass is the material which we are using daily in our daily purposes. How it is obtained? It is obtained by melting sand with sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, and waste recycled glass. These are all mixed and they are melted at high temperature and after that rapidly cool down. Then we are able to get glass. Next is clay. How the clay is obtained? Clay is obtained by mixing the mineral Colinite with water. Plastic. You all know that plastic, how it is obtained. In your third lesson, that is synthetic fibers and plastic, you have studied. Yes, it is from petrochemicals. Wood. We all know that wood is obtained from dried trees. Metals. Students, we are using so many metals in our daily life. Metal articles we are using. Even for cooking, for sitting, and for wearing also we are using metal articles. How these are obtained? These are obtained from their respective ores. Ores are nothing but the basic material or the raw materials for the metals. Different metals will have their respective ores. The resources which we get from nature are called natural resources. These resources are classified into two types, exhaustible and inexhaustible. Depending on their availability, these are classified like this. Exhaustible resources. These resources present in limited quantity and they can be completely used up. If we are using continuously, they will be completed. Inexhaustible resources present in unlimited quantity cannot be completely used up. Even we are using more and more, these resources are not completed. Why? Because these are present in unlimited quantity. Exhaustible resources. These are also known as conventional and non-renewable resources also. Examples: coal, petroleum, and natural gas. Inexhaustible resources. These are known as non-conventional and renewable resources. Example: solar energy, wind energy, tidal energy, and geothermal. So many energies are there in the list of inexhaustible resources. Do you know, students, about windmills? Yes, windmill. In this, wind is an important natural resource. Sailboats and sailing ships have been using wind power since thousands of years ago. Windmills were used to grind corn and to pump seawater to make salt. Nowadays, these are also used to generate electricity. Students, is petrol exhaustible? Once you think. From 1859 to 1969, the total production of oil was 227 billion barrels. Barrel is the measure for the petroleum. 1 barrel is equals to 159 liters. 50% of this total was produced during the first 100 years, that is 1859 to 1959, while the next 50% was extracted in just 10 years. Today, our consumption rate of oil is far excess than that of the rate of its formation. Why? Because we are using petroleum for various purposes. Earth takes more than 100 years to form the oil that we consume today. By about 2015, we would have consumed half of the total reserves of the oil. It would become more and more difficult to extract oil in future. Students, what will happen if fuels like coal and petroleum are completely exhausted? That means completely over. What would be our future energy resources? The entire research and development in the field of sources of energy shows that at the present rate of use of conventional energy sources like fuels, coal, petroleum, and natural gas will not last for long time. Presently, only 10% of non conventional energy resources like solar energy, wind energy, and tidal energy, etc., are used. These are inexhaustible resources and abundantly available in nature. So, we have to use these energy resources for our future purposes. Next is biodiesel. Biodiesel an alternative fuel source. Biofuels are one of the major non-conventional energy resources. They are non-toxic and renewable. Non-toxic means they are not having a dangerous smell, and these are renewable. These are again and again formed. Biodiesel is one of the biofuels which is an alternative or additive fuel source to the standard fuel which is used now. It is made from the biological ingredients instead of petroleum or crude oil. Biodiesel usually made from the plant oils, the animal fats through a series of chemical reactions. It is safe and can be used in diesel engines. But biodiesel requires more cultivatable land. That means to grow these crops, we need more cultivatable land, which may affect shortage of food production in future. That means if you are using the cultivatable land for production of these diesel plants, biodiesel plants, then we may get the shortage of food production in future.